Welcome back again, folks. This is your boy, Too Strong for Life, back at it again with another one. Yeah, this is a trial case, and let's get into it, folks, because this is big. This is gonna teach the young folks, the old folks, hey, stay out of jail. Don't be like Chud the Builder. All right, let's get into it.
So not too long ago, this young man lost his life. He was gunned down by a couple of other young gentlemen as well. And now the court case for the guys that took this man's life is going viral because it's putting things into perspective for the older people, just seeing how this whole process works, and the younger people kind of questioning, is this what I want to do in my life?
TikTok
Then
is
you got the
full of
dudes on
some
the side.
really
Hold on, we having an
interesting
early boogie moment. My bad. Yeah, then you got the other dudes that's like, man, I'm so glad that's not the life I'm living. Y'all, if this doesn't change your heart or change your mind about living a wild life, I don't know. Maybe you need to go on Beyond Scared Straight. But check this out right here. This is one of the sentencing for the young brother Sean Gathright that was a part of the murder of Julio Fulio. So that being said, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff, man. I post every single day except for Saturday, because Sundays we do a scripture reading. All right. If you just need a podcast to watch every single day, I'm your guy. All right. Get and hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, man.
Mr. Gathwright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes, with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work, because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them, since they are young and actually can do the work.
And I know we talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors...
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Hear it. You just heard it. Sweat equity. We have an aging administration in the prison. We can use him. Instead of, don't unalive him, we could use him. We could use his body. We can use his, he's young, he's able. We can use him. We got some work that need to be done. It's a business. And here's the scary part about this, right? You wonder why, and I heard somebody else say this, so I want to give them credit. I don't remember her name, though. But you wonder why they promote the stuff they promote in the music. You wonder why these things are so heavily pushed on our youth. Sweat equity. You go ahead and do something crazy. Okay, now I got free labor for my company. There are a lot of companies that are using the labor of people that have been imprisoned. And you're falling into that same trap. Why get employees? I don't need no employees. Let's get some of the prisoners to do it. That's a part of their suffering. Sweat equity. Let's use them. You are a slave. That is exactly, you will be doing this you will be behind bars for the rest of your life working for a company, and you can't do nothing about it. Sweat equity. That's what y'all are giving your lives away to. You only get one of these. You only get one. And now your life is just you operating in this vessel for this company. That's as good and as far as your life is going to go. Young, threw his whole life away. Sad.
Education in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean?
A life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never, ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secured facility.
Wow. Wow.
So the only way that an inmate serving life without parole would leave is when they die by natural causes. On Mr. Gathwright's age,
Wow.
physical ability.
Can you imagine? Like close your eyes for a second. And I'm not telling y'all to manifest or do anything crazy. Like, just think about being in that seat. Hearing that it's over. And here's the thing about the young people. Because I remember being young and dumb and a little bit, well, extremely naive to the world. Real quick, I want to give a special shout out to my subscriber. His Instagram is Fath Rito. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to put it on the screen. But basically, I've been telling y'all how to make money playing games on your phone. And the brother sent me some screenshots. He made $104 in earnings the other day. But y'all, me and my friends, it was cool. We were talking about how we would sneak and thinking that my program was bigger than all programs. It's not until, like, I'll use a perfect example. When I was in school, like high school, not really high school, I'll say middle school. When I was in middle school, I'd do dumb stuff because, among my community and me and my friends, it was cool. We were talking about how we would sneak and we would do this and we would do that. And nothing really seemed like a huge issue. This is the game we're all playing. Those that are around you is making it seem normal. It's normal for them, so it's normal for me. So there's nothing wrong with it. It wasn't until I was sitting in the principal's office that I'm like, damn, like, I really can't, like, I can't get out of this. Like, I really just messed up. Like, they now have control over what goes on next. I gave my power away to the principal just by going against the rules. Sometimes it takes that moment for you to realize, damn, I just threw away my life thinking that I'm bigger than the program. And that's the scary part about being young, because you don't realize that you're not until you either bump your head or you hit a certain age, or you see it with somebody that's, your age or something, or one of your counterparts. For a lot of people, you need it to happen to you, just so you could see, all right, well, this ain't just something that happens to other people. This can happen to me too. Whole life gone. He will go in with a number, and when he leaves in a bag, he will leave with that same number. That's how y'all want to live your life. So much more, so many beautiful beaches, so many nice palm trees, the wind, the sun, the clouds, the grass, the experiences, the pyramids. I'm talking about in Egypt, not the schemes. The family moments, the cookouts, the smell of somebody barbecuing, the sound of the ice cream truck, seeing your kid shoot his first jump shot, going on a road trip with your family, laying in the bed with your kids and your wife. There's so much more to life than to give it to a street gang, a street group, street ideologies, and throw your shit away. Let's talk about some of those things I just brought up, right? On this side. What's some of the worst things that can happen to me? Right? Some of the worst things, like out of the things I just spoke on. I wanted a family. What's some of the worst things that can happen? God forbid everything I'm about to say. My kids could grow up and, hate me. All right. Well, I know I did the best I can. I can still set a good example for my grandkids. I can still move on. I can still live. I'll try to fix it with my kids, but hey, I still have free reign to figure out how I can still operate. I still have free reign within that. God forbid this, my wife could leave me. I'll be hurt. Over time, like everything, it'll pass. I can still figure out how I can maneuver. I can still be free. I can still, have free reign, to see, okay, what do I want to do moving forward in my life? I can move up in the ladder of what I love to do, which is this, YouTube. YouTube could delete my account. God forbid. I could start over. I could shift. I could pivot, go to TikTok. Maybe I could just use my degree now. Maybe I go back to the Army. Maybe I just live off of my real estate. Still got free reign. Still have the freedom to figure it out. Still got time. Possibly do something different. Maybe I'll be a youth basketball coach, right? These things happen. When you are living a street life, right? I just played out the worst scenarios of the things I love, When you are playing this street game, the scenarios is, damn, I could get killed. You never come back from that. Never. Like, there is no coming back from that. That pretty much just ends everything. All right, so, okay. Or I can wind up in jail and do life. Okay. So now I'm living in suffering for the rest of my life. Damn, which one is, woo, these are some decisions.
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business.
I don't want to play with those possible bads. I don't know about y'all, but like I said this in a video recently, like it's a good day to be corny. It's a good day to never have done no street nothing. I was a bad kid, but I was never a street kid. I was never a kid running the streets and trying to, don't get me wrong. I had dumb moments that it was around street stuff, but I would never consider myself as a street kid. I've never been confused about that. I've been around people that have been confused that they are not street kids. That is a very scary thing to experience. Have you ever been talking to somebody and you grew up with this person and they start talking like they come from the trenches? Like they come from something? Like, and you like, nigga, I knew you forever. Like, I've lived and I've been in the projects before, but never with you. Actually, that was the come up days. Like that was when life got better, when I met you. You ever met somebody like that? They have convinced themselves they have a street pass.
TikTok
that is scary.
full of some really interesting characters.
We're having a boogie moment.
And today,
all right,
I have to say, we're about to
shut up, Boogie.
watch a video of an interesting.
Stop talking. All right, stop talking, Boogie. You be talking too damn much. That's your problem. But I think that is a very scary thing. And one of the saddest things about this guy is what we're about to get into. Hopefully one of these videos says it, but we're going to see. I thought I was going to end the video, by the way, but I think we're going to keep going. So if this video's long, hey.
Yes.
And her husband, before he passed away, your your grandfather, both you and your brother Sean had.
Being a mom, I don't really think about it as much as I know I feel it, just because I'm always doing something to take care of the kids. But like when I sit back and I really think about what's going on,
Okay.
I just miss my brother.
Will you, do you still maintain a relationship today?
Mm-hmm.
You're able to talk to him and communicate?
Yep.
And will you continue to do that?
Of course.
And hopefully in whatever way possible, could he still be involved in your kids' lives and be?
Yes.
And her husband,
There he is right there crying. I'd cry too. But y'all need to start taking it on the chin. No Diddy. That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy. right, yo, we gonna switch the words. All right, keep your head up. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? No Diddy. That sounds crazy too. But whatever. Yo, who came up with these sayings? Like they are Diddy minded. You know what I mean? But anyways, reason why I say that though is because the way y'all be on the street, like I'm with it all. Yeah, in the car, driving fast, all the windows is down, no seatbelt, swerving lane through lane, you know, got the blunt right here, probably smoking, blowing out the window, you know, bumping whatever rap music that makes you feel good. While y'all doing all that stuff, why don't y'all think about this? I don't mind doing life. I'll do life and I'll do it again. But no, y'all get in there and y'all cry because it hits you. This shit is real. This is life. You only get one, bro. You're playing with it. You only get one.
Now I don't even know why he crying. I don't know why. No need to have tears. Now you do know you was responsible for taking somebody's life. Go put that chin up. Have that chin up. You should have thought about this before you did what you did. And then whole time you don't even come from that background.
Yeah.
You come from a nice background and you decide that you're gonna go find the streets and commit one of the most serious crimes in Florida. Yeah, you about to be gone for the rest of your days. Then you got your mom in there just hurting. And this is why I tell y'all better stay out them streets. Oh, yo, I can't work a 9 to 5. This man about to be gone for the rest of his life. Do y'all know how long a life sentence is? Do y'all understand how long that is? Y'all trying to run the streets, trying to fit in, trying to be cool. And then this man drove down there in a family member's car. Just
the whole
dumb.
case was crazy.
So yeah, don't cry now.
Yeah, the amount of evidence that I heard in this case was just crazy. Like they left fingerprints damn near on everything. They damn near took pictures of themselves doing it. The amount of evidence. And they tried to hide it. It's like they tried to, but it was in the stupidest ways, bro. The stupidest ways.
It's too late for all that. Nah, you gotta stand on that. I don't even know why he crying.
Was even in the courtroom crying too. Man, if you a kid out there growing up, bro, you never want to see this look on your mama face. Sean Gaffray is in a courtroom pleading for his life and his mom gotta sit there and watch it. This is what they don't show the young dudes out here. It ain't all about you and you making that dumb decision. That life-changing situation you're gonna make is gonna change everybody's life around you. His sister was even in the courtroom crying too. You can just tell dude was never about that life. Where did he go wrong at? Your mom made sure you had a good life. Dude was in basketball camps and meeting all type of celebrities as a kid. You basically just said fuck everything that she did for you and threw it all away. Once you make that decision, it's no turning back. Them people in that courtroom is treating you as labor. They feel like the only reason you should be alive is to keep the jails up and running. They about to have you in there working your ass off for 10 cents an hour. And you about to have to do this the rest of your life. If you a kid out there and you know you're not like that, bro, don't do this. I feel bad for his mom, bro. You can tell she want to do everything in the world to help him, but she just can't. Shit's sad.
And you know what's even sadder about all of this? As I think back to my 20-year-old, 19-year-old self, you change so much. You change so much from... I remember they used to say that to me. They used to be like, you know, people change. And I'm about to be 30, I told y'all, and now in 14 days, May 29th. And I just keep replaying the last 10 years of my introduction to adulthood and how much I've changed, how many mistakes I've made, and the things I thought were cool that's no longer cool. You know, I was telling y'all the other day, I was laughing about the fact that I've been thinking about gardening, you know, like growing fruit, you know, and stuff just at the crib, just in case, God forbid, something happened. You know, I'm constantly thinking about the security. You know, make sure my people are good. Make sure my people, you know, that's what matters to me, you know. So it's just crazy how much you change. But when you're young, you make such permanent mistakes like this. Like, I think it's one thing to make mistakes when you're young, but it's another thing to make permanent mistakes when you're young that'll even impact or affect that person. That's the changed version of you. 20 years old. 20 years old. Whole life. Man, that does not have to happen, bro. So much more to this, bro. So much more than that stupid ass street life. Parents, I want to talk to y'all for a second. This is one of the reasons why I think it's very, and I'm gonna preface by saying this because this dude right here is actually a horrible example for what I'm about to say. Because his parents, it sounded like his parents did what they had to do. But it is one of my duties in life to keep my kids the hell away from other kids that are into this street shit. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. It is my duty to get my kids away from other black kids that don't understand what real black culture is and is not in the streets. Hear me. I want my kids to be around black kids. That's not what I'm saying. Being around black kids that don't understand what black culture truly is. Instead of thinking that, oh, we're black, we have to do this. This is what's being shown of us. We have to do this. No. I want parents that are on the same time as me. You know what I mean? You are parenting your kids the same way I am. Black parents, same way I am. No. We not, We're not doing that kind of music. No, we're not doing it. Not the kids because I remember growing up, even myself, I had an identity crisis. Can I be honest for a second? I had an identity crisis. I knew who I was at the core. I knew the things I really didn't care to do. I knew right from wrong. But then I caught myself in like being pulled into groups. Like, like, hey, I know we're not from the same side of town, but hey, you lame. You don't want to do it? You corny. You so scary. You a punk. Well, damn, I don't want to be any of those. I'm confused. Am I supposed to be doing that? Because the people that they also look like me, they weren't really into the things I was into for real. Like, they were more so into their books, and I was never really into my books. I got my degree, but I was never really into my books. They into their books, they all quiet, they wear their pants like this, I'm like, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna chill with these guys. Hey, where y'all going? That is one of the biggest things I want to avoid my kids to have and to experience. And honestly, can't really. All you can do is give them the wisdom and pull them as far away from that as you can. You know what I mean? So what I was about to say to the parents is, when you think about grinding and being great and I'm talking about financially and mentally though, but when you think about that, you want to give that to your kids. The further you could bring them away from this crab in the barrel mentality that I hate that a lot of people in my culture have, the better. Now, this brother right here, he looked for it. And that's where the mental part comes. You know what I mean? Hey, at the end of the day, your kids are going to make the decision they want to make anyways. But when I think about the grinding, I'm like, I'm too tired. I don't know if I want to do it. Nah, man. There's a certain kind of life that I want my kids to grow up in. There's a certain type of community that I want my kids to be around. "20 years old, whole life. gone. I mean, find purpose in your pain and do something in there now. Do something in jail. I don't know what that is. You probably become a Muslim. I mean, shout out to all my Muslims out there. But yeah. Sad day to see black brothers go through stuff like this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Damn, man, there's so much I want to unpack on this, but the internet is so damn sensitive. Like, it's hard for you to talk real sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta like fucking jump over, excuse my French, but you gotta jump over all your damn words and stuff. Like, so much about this that I just want to end, bro, which I know how passionate I get. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff. And like I said, man, it's a good day to be lame. All right, we're going to end this video on a negative note. You know what I mean? To anybody that's out there, you're like, damn, I'm not living that life. Sometimes I wish I had a story. Listen, I have stories galore. And this is not the kind of stories that I could tell. Still got stories. I can still make you laugh. You know what I mean? Still got dumb moments. You're gonna have some stories. You're just not gonna have stories that set you back. Like stories like this. Maybe it did set you back, but not stories like this. But go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff, man. Keep being lame out there, man. Ain't nothing wrong with not being in the streets, all right? If you ain't heard it from nobody, you heard it from Boogie, all right? You heard it from me. All right. If you want to make some extra money just playing games on your phone, you gotta do is click the link in the description below, the link in the comment section. These apps literally paying people just to play games on your phone. So try it out. See if it's for you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you catch yourself making money, make your money. Yo, the most important part of this video is it was the part where I talked about checks and balances with all the decisions that we make. All right. Yes, there is risk in marriage. Yes, there is risk in having a job. Yes, there is risk in this free world. Yes, there's risk when I drive my car. But the risk, and you know, this is debatable, the risk either equals the reward or it's not bigger than the reward. Or you can recover if the reward doesn't work out. With the street life, the risk is very hard to come back from. If there is a coming back from it. That's what I want y'all to think about. Is this shit worth it? Because sometimes all we can think about is, man, what if it does work? What if this shit does go through? Damn, man, I could see myself in the chains. I could see myself in the Miami boats and strip clubs, and I could see myself. Yo, I'm gonna drop a video. I'm gonna make a post. I'm gonna be known as the dude. Like, I might even be able to drop a song. Don't stop there. But what if it doesn't work? Damn, I might die. Damn, I might do life in prison. Do I mind living with guys for the rest of my life? Like, just men, just no girls, just boys, just beards and dreads. Like, do I mind just tattoos, and just, you know, fighting people off my behind? Do I mind? Nah, that ain't gonna be. That's how y'all go through with that. No, bro. There's a very high chance that is you, especially in today's technology age where all y'all asses is getting caught. Can't even be a smart criminal nowadays. Everybody getting caught. Hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notification. I'm out of here.
All right, you guys, that was the end of another great video. Hope you guys learned a lot. And like I always say, love you guys. Doses.